Okay guys, in this occasion I will present a country, namely Egypt, with Pechakucha style. So Pechakucha is a country in North African country renowned of its Asian civilization and iconic monuments like Pyramid on Giza and Sphinx. And the geography of Egypt is in Northwest Africa, bordering the Mediterranean Sea on the north and the Red Sea to the east. And in the Egypt too, there is a river, namely Nile River, and it is one of the biggest river in world. And the mostly area of the Egypt is desert. At least about 80 until 90% of Egypt territory is desert. On Egypt too, it's very minimalist rainfall. And for ancient Egypt, it starts from 3,100 before Christ until 30 before Christ. And the civilization along the Nile River ruled by pair of considered gods. And for modern Egypt is emerged in the early 19th century under Muhammad Ali, who initiated significant modernization. It was increased British influence, become a protectors in 1914 after nominal independence in 1922. And the next. And for flag of Egypt and his philosophy of that flag is for red color is the struggle and sacrifice of the Egyptian people against oppressions and for independence. And for white, it represent a bright future, peace and purity. And for black, it symbolizes the black past and oppressions. And for eagle of Saladin is the emblem in the center of the flag held profound meaning.
It's the flag of Saladin.
Yes, Saladin. Saladin. Yes. And for government, the system of government in Egypt is a republican semi-presidential system. And for president, until now, still in Abdel Fattah al-Sisi. And Egypt does not have a vice president. The position of the vice president was abolished through constitutional amendments in 2014, previously. Amendments. And for culture, so Egyptian people so like the football for the football sport, and because one of Liverpool player is from Egypt, and Egyptian people is Muslims, so they have two hari raya, misalnya. Hari raya. Two big holiday is Idul Fitri and Idul Adha. And Egyptian people is so very like coffee, so they usually hang out with their friend or their family into the cafe, or we call by warkop lah, for drinking coffee or tea. And for Egypt's season, they have just two, the winter and summer. There is two other season like fall and spring. Musim semi is spring,
Yes.
spring, but gak terlalu terasa. It's not really.
We can feel it.
It's,
Terasa.
ya nggak terasa. It's not really felt in that country. And for currency, they have a pound, Egyptian pound, or called by Junai. And because Egypt now in economy is crisis, so 1 pound is equal by about 315 rupiah, maybe.
Better than Indonesia.
Yes, better Indonesia than Egypt. And okay, for the next, for the language, they use three language. Is the
Arabic Fusha.
yes, no, not Arabic Fusha, Mister.
No, Arabic Fusha.
So they use Arabic, but not Arabic Fusha because there is
Dialect.
dialect.
Yeah.
So many dialect in Egypt for Arabic language, and they also use English and French for foreign language. And for religion, so there is two big religion in Egypt. There is Muslim and Christian.
Majority.
The majority of Egyptian people is Muslims, ranging from 85% to 95% of the population. And for the Christians, so it's about 5 to 50% of population of Egypt is Christian. And for military, so Egypt's military service is mandatory for Egyptian men age 18 until 30.
Wajib militer.
Wajib militer, yes, Mister. The duration is 1 until 3 years based on education level. University graduate serve shorter terms, and student can get deferrals, and there are medical checks and various placement options in the armed force. Exception exists for specific case evading conscription carries penalties. And for Egypt's education has a centralized, mostly free public education system. It's compulsory for 9 years. It's age 6 until 40, and covering primary and preparatory, lower secondary levels. So, and after that, students go to general secondary for university or technical vocation secondary. There is also a parallel of Al-Azhar religions education system. Higher education includes public and private universities. The system faces challenging like overcrowding, quality concern, and relevance to the job market. But reforms are ongoing with a focus on modernization and improved teaching methods. And for famous people, Egypt has Muhammad Salah, is a world famous Egyptian footballer. He is a player of Liverpool Football Club. He is a fast and skillful winger. He is known for his incredible goal scores record and dribbling ability. And the next for the landmark. So Egypt's landmark has a giant pyramid. This pointed stone tombs built for ancient Asian Asian Egyptian pharaoh, especially during the old, especially during the Old Kingdom. Famous example are at Giza. They symbolize the pharaoh power and connection to the afterlife. And for
Is Fir'aun.
yes,
Pharaoh is Fir'aun.
in English. And the second landmark is the Great Sphinx. It's a massive statue near the Giza Pyramid. It has a body of a lion and a head of a human. It acted as a guardian. It's not a cat.
Like a cat.
And for cuisine and daily food, Egypt has a pita bread or is bread. Yeah, it's like Mariam bread, but is what? Apa ya? Low level than Mariam bread. And for breakfast meal, they have tomia full and etc. etc. And for dessert, they have a basbousa.
Which one?
This one, mister, for dessert. And for other meal, they have a koshari. A koshari is like what? Yeah? A combination of peanut and apa sih? Kacang-kacangan. Peanut and pasta. A combination of peanut and pasta. Beans and pasta. Literally like that. And tokmiyah is a meal like we call bayi bakwan, but that is different. Yes, this one tokmiyah. And for food is what ya? Bean sauce. Bean sauce for breakfast meal, and eaten by pita bread. And Egyptian people has a bad culture, yeah. So I tell it from my personal experience. Yeah. So Egyptian people is so like soda drink like Pepsi or Coca-Cola, yeah. So Egyptian people is one of apa sih? Masyarakat yang diabetes. Highest
Resident. People. Masyarakat citizen community. Okay.
Diabetes apa misal?
Diabetes.
So Egypt is one of the most diabetes population because the soft drink like Pepsi. And Egyptian people too like smoking because
Pepsi is from Israel kan near
yes,
bordernya.
maybe sih ya, mister.
So many then.
And so, like what I told before, Egyptian people is like to hang out with their friend or their family into the cafe. So like you know lah, like Indonesian people, coffee without cigarette is not good. It's not better lah. Yeah, like that lah.
That's why asatidah from there ini ya.
Smoking.
Like
Smoking, yes, like that.
mostly.
But not just smoke, they too what? Menghisap apa bisa? Sneeze, sisa hookah.
It's home.
What?
Sneeze what?
Sisa hookah. That's one, mister. It's like a vape, like vape, but so hot. So for the last is society's problem. So, like what I told before, 80 till 90% of territory of Egypt is desert. So they just have 10% of Egypt to they live in. So they just live in apartment than the house like we, like us. And aduh, gimana ya bilangnya?
Why it's I mean, it's
Rubbish.
demolished.
What?
Oh, it's rubbish.
Yes, it's rubbish.
Not the building, broken building.
That's this one. This one is apartemen.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So they though apa sih? So majority of them not live in house like us,
Yeah, yeah.
but in apartment. And Egypt is not have a TPU apa? TPA.
The last trash collecting trash. The last collecting trash.
Tempat penguraian sampah. Penguraian. They not have a
You can call it TPA.
they not have a good TPA in Egypt. So don't be shocked if you go there and there is so many rubbish in road or in road. And now
Garbage decomposition.
wah ribet banget bisa there.
Decomposition itu penguraian. Komposisi kan yang tadi diurai jadi komposisi, jadi
Yes.
bahan-bahan baku kan.
Yeah.
Decomposition berarti dijabarin lagi diurai. Penguraian sampah berarti decomposition. Okay, good.
So they don't have decomposition trash place. So don't be shocked if you go there and there is so many rubbish in road. Yeah. And for now, Egypt is mengalami krisis. Is experiencing economic crisis. So like what I told before, 1 pound is equals about 350 rupiah. So don't be shocked too if you go there and the groceries are so mahal. No, so mahal. So expensive. Because that. And maybe that's what I can tell you for my Pechakucha presentation. Thanks for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.